fireplace, whether it's wood burning, gas, or electric, it's nice to add the finishing touches. So here with a look at some pieces you might want to add, designer Jennifer Reid joins us. The temperature's dropping,
right?
This becomes crucial.
And there's something so rugged and down to earth about a real fire, right?
Yes.
We all enjoy the flick of a switch with gas or electric,
right?
But the crackling noise of a real fire, you can't beat it, right?
Yeah.
So I brought along some accessories. You could cheat and maybe use some of them with a gas or electric just to give it the ambiance, but most of these are really what you need for a real wood-burning fireplace.
Totally.
And you know what? Yes, it's a bit more work for wood burning and you have quite a few steps.
Yeah.
But it's so worth it.
Yes.
Okay, so obviously you're gonna need a screen. You've got to protect the sparks from coming out and little fingers from going in. So I've brought along a few. The first one, I think would sort of work in a little bit more of a rustic home or a cottage. It's sort of got that classic black curved thing going on, really classic.
It's like the one I grew up with, but it's a little fancier.
There you go.
So
and
it's
the
got
handles
like the
are handy because sometimes, right?
Yeah,
not
very
all of them have handles, so that one, if it gets too hot, at least it's got something to hold on to.
Yeah.
I thought this one was really interesting because it's geometric, right? It's got a bit of an interesting pattern. The finish is kind of that in between gold and silver, so it's a little bit interesting. From Wayfair.
Funky metallic, it's lovely.
And then this guy I thought would work maybe in a little bit more of a traditional home, right?
Yeah.
You've got the classic scroll pattern. I thought it was really pretty, really soft. This guy I love because it's got a bit of a curve going on, a little bit sexy.
Sleek and contemporary.
Exactly.
So like this and this, that's my jam. I love both of those. It's very nice.
And you know what I like? I really like when the screen is actually a little bit more on the simple side because you actually get to see the fire, right? When you put a pattern in front of it, you're sort of staring at the screen instead of the fire.
Right.
Now, my absolute favorite is actually a screen I brought from home that I had made, and I did this exactly for that reason because all you see is the fire. It's literally just a glass screen. It kind of disappears.
Yeah.
We had this made from a glass maker, and literally it's just two pieces of glass like you would do in a shower.
Yeah, and it just stands there, and the sparks don't come out, and it doesn't ruin the glass at all?
Not at all.
Oh,
no.
that's lovely.
Yeah.
Easy to clean.
Love this. Easy to clean, a little bit of Windex.
Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, so you have all of the screens out. Now you need all of the things that accompany the fire.
Exactly. There's a few steps when it goes to having a real fire. So you're going to need your accessories, right? You've got to be able to move the wood. You've got to be able to clean the ashes, brush away some of the ashes that might get onto the hearth. So there's a few different accessories. And I think most people would think just black. Right. But I think you can definitely mix your metals, have a little bit of fun, right? This chrome one is so shiny and pretty. This one I thought was really cool, the way the pieces actually go on the holder.
Oh, that's
literally just sort of slide on and off.
Yeah.
And then you've got your classic black, but you can't go wrong, right?
Listen, that stuff is a lot of fun as a kid to play with. I mean, even without the fire going. You find things to do with that little shovel in the living room. I don't know.
Absolutely,
it's
right?
Toy now,
Start house
right?
cleaning. You've got your own little broom.
Sweeper. It's great. Okay, so moving right along.
Yes.
You've also brought some other, you know, gorgeous tools
Do you know
that
what
you can
these
use.
are, Tracy?
I have no clue. I was looking at them and I'm like, I don't know, it looks like a chess piece. What is it? It's a finial?
So
like,
they're
what is
called
that?
andirons, which have also been called fire dogs. And they're actually meant to raise the logs up off the base of the fireplace so that you get air under the fire, which is what keeps the fire circulating and growing.
So that goes in.
Exactly.
It goes in there.
Right in the fire and the logs sit on top.
That's fancy.
There you go.
What are they called?
They're called andirons, or they can also be called fire dogs. And I saw the cutest set at a client's house recently, and they were literally dogs.
That's cute.
I was like, that's adorable.
That's really, I love that.
Couldn't find any to bring, but very cute. So obviously you've got to have the wood.
Yes.
Now, you don't have to chop the wood these days. There's delivery services. If you do chop it, you are my hero.
Right.
You won't find me doing that anymore. A little too old. But if you're going to keep it on the side of a gas or electric fireplace, keeping birch logs, how adorable.
It's beautiful. Right? It's beautiful.
Looks cute, looks pretty. So I brought a few different holders. I love the leather on this one. I just thought it was so handsome. And then again, we've got sort of your more traditional holders that might work with the scroll screen. I actually found this guy at HomeSense, which I just thought was adorable.
So that's
sort of says logs right on it. Really cute.
Nice.
And then, of course, an ash bucket.
Yeah.
Once you clean the fireplace, you've got to make sure that you're getting the ashes out. Otherwise, it just gets really dusty and sort of smelly after the fact.
That's right. This one's very cool, though.
I know, is that not awesome?
That's beautiful.
I feel like you might need to have a bit of a bigger space for it, but if it were actually stacked right up, it would be really a great focal point.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so you also brought other things that you might want to think about, the gloves and the lighters. What do you have over there?
Safety first, right? You've got to have long matches so that you're not necessarily in there with a little lighter trying to light the fire.
Yeah.
And you know what? They've got so many things to help make it easier these days. They've got fire starter, which really helps because you put it in under the paper, then you get in with your matches.
Right.
So much easier to start the fire, right?
Yes.
I still know how to do a teepee fire.
So do I.
Right,
and like
from my
back
good
in the
old
day
camp days.
when we read newspapers and you would use the newspapers and shove them in underneath, I guess, the dogs. You shove them in and then the log on top and
Put
the
fire
kindling
starter?
and a teepee. And
then Amazon sent along the coolest starter. This one is a lighter, but it's actually a USB. So there's no flame.
Excuse me.
So you literally, that's how you start. It's literally an electric little zap.
Oh my gosh, that's
I know.
really good.
And I've actually read really good things about this, good reviews, because you can actually use it outside, which is amazing because there's no flame to turn off.
Yeah, that's great. That's beautiful.
And obviously, we also want to thank Hearth Manor. They gave us much of these supplies today. So grateful to them. We love a good fire, and they were very helpful to pull it all together for us today.
Yes, Jennifer, thank you.